We're here in the beautiful Ghetto Ebraico, the Jewish ghetto of Rome, in the beautiful city. They call it the Eternal City here in Rome, surrounded by these magnificent ruins of the mighty Roman Empire. All around us in this ancient ghetto are the ruins of the massive and mighty Roman Empire. In the Jewish calendar as well, this week we enter the month of Tammuz, which marks the ruins of the Jewish people as well. In the month of Tammuz, on the 17th day of the month of Tammuz, the Romans were the ones who destroyed our second temple in the year 69 CE. But there's a very, very, very big difference between these ruins of the Roman Empire and the ruins of the Jewish people, the ruins in Jerusalem. You see, a profound difference between the Jewish people and all the other ancient empires that ever lived is that the Babylonians built ziggurats, and the Egyptians built pyramids, and the Romans built temples. Whereas other nations built buildings, the Jewish people were building schools. It wasn't about the buildings, it was about what was inside of those buildings. And that's why, whereas the Roman Empire was not able to survive its destruction of its buildings, the Jewish people were able to survive the destruction of our temple. The first temple destroyed in 586 BCE and by the Babylonians, the Iraqis, and the second temple destroyed in 69 CE by the Romans. And the reason for this is because of one brilliant sage by the name of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. The Gemara in Nezikin 55 tells us the most amazing story of how Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai negotiated the safe passage, the survival of the Jewish people, with the future emperor, the general Vespasian, who was besieging Jerusalem and preparing to destroy her. As he was able to meet Vespasian under extraordinarily brave and courageous circumstances, he was able to tell the general that he was soon to be appointed emperor of the Roman Empire. Now, this was something very, very impressive to Vespasian, especially minutes later when he found out that the words of the rabbi were actually true. So he asked Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, "What can I do to reward you?" And of the three requests that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai requested, the most important was Tenli Yavne v'chachameho. Give me Yavne and her sages, which means you can proceed to destroy the city of Jerusalem, which you're laying siege to. You can destroy the city, but just allow safe passage to the sages, to the students of wisdom that will continue to study Torah in a place called Yavne, because Judaism, unlike other religions and peoples, is not geocentric, centered around a location or a building. Judaism is Sophie-centric. It's surrounding a philosophy. It's surrounding an idea. And that is the secret to the eternity of our people. It is our devotion to our Torah, which is what keeps us alive under all circumstances and against all foes. Whenever there's a group of Jewish people in our history that have moved away from our traditions, that have diluted our values, that have tried to apologize for our Jewish identity in the face of the nations, note how those groups have slowly disappeared in 2 to 3 or 4 generations. But wherever there were groups of Jews who were loyal to the values, wherever there were groups of Jews who were loyal to our books, to our traditions, to our religion, to our identity, those are the Jews who survived. And that's why when you ask any Jew today about his grandparents, they'll tell you, yeah, my grandfather was a rabbi in Poland. My grandmother was a rebbitzin somewhere in Russia or Ukraine, because they kept the traditions. And this is what we need to do in order to ensure a Jewish tomorrow. We need to invest in Jewish education. We need to support Jewish education. And most importantly, we've got to study the Torah ourselves. I encourage you today, as we're surrounded by these ruins, to make the resolution on this month of Tammuz, this month of the destruction of the Jewish buildings in our history, to strengthen the soul of the Jewish people by engaging and encountering your own connection to the Torah. Whatever you've studied in Torah so far should be nothing compared to the Torah that you're ready to take on right now. We've seen miracles and wonders from the Israeli attack on Iran. We've seen amazing miracles and wonders from America's attack on Iran. And we have so much to be grateful to God Almighty for these amazing miracles that we're seeing in Iran as we speak. Let's connect to God. Let's show Him our gratitude. Let's show Him our appreciation. And thus, we will ensure a strong Jewish tomorrow, making the city of Jerusalem the eternal city, and the Jewish people the eternal people. Am Yisrael Chai.